Hello, everyone. We are live, and welcome to election night in Illinois. We got the Illinois primaries going on here. We're mostly going to focus on the Democratic primaries tonight because most of the Republican primaries are either uncontested or not, or the Republican nominees are going to lose badly in the general election this fall. But let's not delay. We got our first results here is in St. Clair County. It's on the border of Missouri. It's on the Mississippi River. It is a suburb of St. Louis, Missouri. And Juliana Stratton, the lieutenant governor, leads Congressman Roger Cristomote, 41% to 37%. Congresswoman Robin Kelly has a 10, is at around 10%. Again, those are the three main contenders. It's going to be Stratton, Christian Norte, and Kelly. Those are going to be the three contenders tonight. So yeah, some other races we're watching Illinois 2, Illinois 7, 8, 9, and 13. We've got five Democratic primaries in congressional races watching. St. Clair County on the border of St. Louis, Missouri. Again, suburb of St. Louis. Again, we're also watching some congressional primaries. We're watching some congressional primaries as well. Again, we're watching the second, the seventh, the eighth, the ninth, and the 13th. So results are expected to be a little slow tonight. I don't think I'll be as live as long as I was 2 weeks ago with Texas, but I would not let it pass that this will probably be a long night, especially in the Senate race and in some of these House races. So I think we got results in the 13th congressional district. I believe it's in the 13th district that we have results. 13th is that is where part of the 13th is St. Clair, but it's not most of the county. The 13th goes to Springfield, Decatur, and down to the border with the of Missouri. And we just got another batch of votes coming in, and it's another good result for Stratton. It's McLean County, which is right. I think it's an exurb of Peoria, Illinois. 2 vote lead. Again, it's Juliana Stratton, the facing Congressman Roger Cristamorte and Congresswoman Robin Kelly. Again, a lot of these votes are going to come in from Chicago, which is 60% of the voting age population of the Democratic Party is in Chicago. And we're just waiting for more results. All right. Early results are Congresswoman Nikki Budzinski to her left, and early results are looking very. Nikki Budzinski looking very good here, and her primary here. Again, it's just a little bit of vote in, 7% of the vote in. Budzinski is leading very pretty big here. Early, it's early. I mean, it's a very good start for Nikki Budzinski in her race here. I mean, many expect her to win, but She is facing the primaries to the left. Back to the Illinois Senate race. Back to the Illinois Senate race. Still very early here. Again, everyone, I apologize for being a bit late today. I apologize for being a little bit late today. Right now, we're just waiting on more results. Again, we're still very early in this thing. Again, another race we're watching is the second district of Illinois. We got Robert Peters and Jesse Jackson Jr. Jackson resigned in 2013 due to a corruption scandal. Peters is a progressive challenger in this race. And here comes Roger Cristomorte getting some results. He has taken the lead. Roger Cristomorte has taken the lead. It is Kane. That is a suburb of Chicago. Kane. 48%. Kane County has dropped. All right, so that's a very good drop for Roger Cristomorte and Kane County is right outside Chicago. Again, most of the votes in Illinois is in Cook County. And a pretty good result for Roger Cristomorte in Kane County. Pretty good result there. And we got our first results in Illinois 8. Give me a second. Our first results in Illinois 8. Bean leads Ahmed 35-22. Rough. Marion County rural area. Roger Krishnamurti leads 42-30. Pretty good for a result for him in a rural area. All right, so pretty good result for Krishnamurti and King County suburb of Chicago. Again, results are going very slowly here. All right, here we go. We got another drop here. It's Washington County. It's Clinton County, Illinois. Roger Krishnamurti leads 44-29. Ironically, Robin Kelly is not even in third in there. It's a rural county. Oh, and here's Cook County. Good night there for good result there for Robin Kelly, ironically. Instead of being below 10%, she's now going to be at 16% and still at in a hard spot. All right, so good start here for Roger Krishnamurti. Chicago is 60% of the Democratic primary vote. In Williamson County, rural Williamson comes in Juliana Stratton lead. Votes left, we still have 600-ish thousand votes left in Chicago. A very good start early for Roger Krishnamurti here. Let's see. We have yet to receive any more results in the 13th of Illinois, which is where most of where we got. So right now we got 41% for Krishnamurti, 34 for Stratton, 15.4 for Kelly. Oh snap! A very favorable drop just came in for Juliana Stratton. She now leads Cook County and now leads the contest. Early votes had her down 4. She now leads by 5. Cook dropped again. This is now less than a thousand. And Cook County is coming in fast. Cook County coming in very fast here. All right, early in this, Donna Miller leads in Chicago and Illinois. Looking at the ninth congressional district, this has been and it looks like Daniel Biss. All right, let's go over here to the ninth congressional district. Daniel Biss leads 31 to 23 with 20 and with Cat Abugazale at 21. 73% in is in Cook. Cook has about 24,000 more votes. Lake and McHenry have so Cook is the biggest part of this district. Not a good look for Cat. All right, back to the Senate race right now. And Kristen White is doing a pretty good job in suburban uh, Chicago, but Stratton leads in Chicago itself. Robert Kelly leads in Kankakee County. I think that's in her district. But good results so far. Right now, Stratton is leading in Cook, which is Chicago, by 5 points, and we got their vote drop in Chicago. Cook has dropped in their batch of votes. Oh, there's Springfield as well. Sangamon County, that's Springfield. It is 4539 Stratton. Let's go checking in now on the 13th Congressional District. Springfield dropped 48%. Bazinski has 79%. Blawa has 21%. I'm going to call it here. Nikki Bazinski has been renominated. In the 2nd Congressional District, this is also Chicago area. It's Cook County. Donna Miller leads 41-30 over Jesse Jackson Jr., the former congressman. Kat Abdul-Ghazaleh in the last draw gained votes in Cook. Well, I'm gonna go take a little break right quick, and I'll be back in a little bit. All right, we are back. We got more. We're at around 45% of the vote in the state of Illinois, and we have Juliana Stratton still in a very decent lead now over Roger Krishnamurti. Robin Kelly's taking about 20%. We got 67% of the vote in. If you say it, I'm gonna ban you from the chat if you even think about saying it. 39 to 31. Robin Kelly pulling 22% in Cook County. Chris Morty's not putting in what he needs in the suburban areas around Chicago to even. And we got another Cook County drop. It's now 69% in. And Stratton leads by 10 points. Robert Peters is now in third place in the second district of Illinois. Donald Miller, Joey Jackson Jr. Brutal night for Robert Peters. Daniel Biss leads 30 to 24 here. So a 6 point lead here in Illinois 9. 11,000 still left in Cook County. I don't think that's enough for Cat Abuguzala to win this one. In Lake, it's about 1,300, yeah. And we still got 6,100 in McHenry. So there's a brutal. Cook County got an airdrop. It's now up to 72% in Cook County. Roger Krishnamurti actually gained votes there, but still, we got a long way to go yet in the Illinois Senate race. And Cook still has about another 201,000 votes. All right, so we're still waiting for more results in the races here. Let's now look at the. All right, we got more results here. Again, it's Cook County. Stratton gained votes. Stratton gained votes in Cook County once again. Let's go check in our Chicago districts here. They're a solid game for Cat Abigazale in Cook County. She now trails by 5 in Cook County, but that's still probably not going to be enough to catch Daniel Bitts. It's going to be very close, but Cat Abigazale is going to lose here. Again, we still have all McHenry County to go through, which is 6,000 votes. Actually, let's look at votes left here. Let's see here. Actually, there's 6,000 votes left in Cook County. This leads in this district by 40 by 4,500. Lake County at 1,300 votes. That's not going to do much of a dent. McHenry 6,100. So about 12,000 votes remain. 14,000 votes remain. Cab because all he needs like 80% of the remaining vote. Like 80-90% of the remaining vote to win. It's not impossible, but I think it's improbable at this point. He's gonna make it ultimately very close, but yeah. For her base, this for her, a 26-year-old content creator, when I think because of this, I think she probably would have won if any one-on-one between Biss and Fine or Abigazali and Fine, the progressive wins in this race since Fine is not even getting is far lagging behind. I think the Biss is more like not a progressive, but just a horrible night. Stratton's pretty much on track to win this race by a decent amount here. Big win for the progressive. Donna Miller's on track to win the 2nd District of Illinois. Hold up. I didn't. This was like at 86% a moment ago. What the heck? Did New York Times just crash here? I haven't looked at the 8th or 7th today, so let's go check in on those races. All right, here we go. Melissa Bean leads with 32 to 25 with 58% in. Look at the votes left. DePage has 18,000 votes. Kane has about 8,000. Cook actually only has 4,000. I still see some room here for Ahmed. I think Ahmed is still very well in this race. I still lean Melissa Bean in the 8th District of Illinois, but Ahmed is still very well in this race. Let's go back to the U.S. Senate race. Did I just end this? I just unsaid the screen. Whoops. Alrighty. Here we go. 52% still in here in the 13th in the Senate race in Illinois. Stratton still very much on her way to a victory here as votes continue to pour in. Cook County's at 70%. They counted. All right, we're looking back here at All right, we're looking back here at the U.S. Senate race. Juliana Stratton looks very good position right now to win. Roger Krishnamurti is drawn by 6 points. Again, I still prefer this over Abu Ghazaleh in Illinois 9, but other than that, DuPage just came in. DuPage is in. We're about to get DuPage. Very good night for Nikki Bazinski. He may have been looked vulnerable, but her challenger did not do well. We do not have a winner yet in the Senate race. We do not have a winner in any of our big house races. Again, this is the race to replace retiring number 2 Democrat Dick Durbin. Still not able, we're not still not seeing the results here, but we got him on NBC 43-33 for Krishnamurti in that race. Very good result there for Krishnamurti, but still might not be enough. Yeah, it only shrunk Stratton's lead to just under 5%. Only yeah, didn't do much for Krishnamurti. DuPage didn't do much for Krishnamurti here. It's not looking good for him. Robin Kelly putting up 20%, pretty good for her. She actually might have is the reason Stratton may only win by single digits. And we got a call in Illinois 2. It is going to go to Donna Miller, a pro APAC Democrat wins. She wins pretty handily here, being back a combat bid for Jackson Jr. and defeats the progressive candidate Robert Peters, who is actually in 4th. So a rare disaster in the second for the progressive area in progressive Democrats in the second district of Illinois. So that's a narrow one down for progressives. So we're down to three congressional races in the Senate race here. Obviously, looking very good for Juliana Stratton here in Illinois. I think we just got an airdrop from Cook County here. We did not. A very good night for Juliana Stratton right now. I think it's clear she is getting close to probably declaring victory at this point. Kelly falls under 20%. She's getting 22% in Cook. I do not think the votes are there for Christian Moore. I mean, the votes are still there, but I don't think he will get those votes. I think Stratton could maybe gain votes as time moves on. Again, we're just waiting on. It's a 5 point lead for Biss in District 9, by the way. 5 point lead for Biss in District 9. In District 8, still no updates in this. And we got. And Ahmed has a county now. Let's look at this. Ahmed still in the, even though he looks like he might lose, he's still pretty much in the race. There's still a lot of vote left in DuPage. Ahmed is leading in DuPage. And there's plenty of room for him to catch up just in DuPage alone. With him doing pretty solid in Cook. And Kane has still got a decent amount of vote left here. 12, we got 7,000 left in Kane. Ahmed, the progressive Democratic candidate, is still pretty much in this race in the 8th district in Illinois. In the 7th, my New York Times is still not loading for the 7th district. So, well, I can say that, and nope, we got it here. It's a very crowded race. Sean K4 leads 23 to 19 over Melissa Conyers Irvin, a APAC candidate. If you're Kat Abugzale, you ran a very great campaign. You beat Laura Fine is a state senator. You beat her, and you made it go down the wire with the mayor of Evanston, which this district basically most of the population is in for this district. We just got more update in I think, let's see here. We're looking now back at Illinois 9 right quick, folks. This is Cat Abugazali and Daniel Biss. 5-point race. So 19,000 votes remain. Now, as the New York Times has fixed the estimated, it's not 6,000 votes, it's 19,000 votes. So Cat Abugazali now has more life in this race than what earlier the math looked pretty bad for her. Now the math looks kind of better for her here. But still, she's down just under, she's down 4,900 votes and 19,000 in Cook left, 1,300. Oh, we just got in our batch. Cat just gained about 2,000. 2,000 votes just came in from Cook. See, uh, a good night. That is actually a big win. That's actually huge. Fine. Bits' lead now is at 4% in Cook with 80% in. The lead is now under 5 points here. Out of the ninth, we just got to drop a 2,000 votes in Cook County, and Abu Gonzalez gained. It went from basically 5,000 votes to went from 5,000 votes to around 4,500 votes. So 500 vote gain there out of those 2,000. So it looks like Cat got 1,500. Miss got 500. Yeah, I think that's what we got. It's gonna come down to the wire here. A very good match just came in for Abigazali in the ninth district of Illinois. Her lead shrunk by an air 500 votes. Decent gain there out of a small 2,000 vote batch. I think, yeah, it was a pretty decent batch there. So I think she won the batch by 500, which I say 1,200 to 750, 1,250 to 750. So very decent. I think it's about 60%. Roger Krishnamurti spent a ton of money, but it looks like he's going to get blown out here in the U.S. Senate race. We have no updates in the 8th or 7th districts of Illinois yet, but the recent votes we just got in was Cook County. We got a 2,000 vote batch in the 9th district. Cabot Gonzalez still has life because he keep winning these batches that keeps coming in, but the question is it going to be enough? The votes are there for her to win and catch up, but the question is, she probably needs like 65, 70% of the votes left to win. So, very good. if you're pissed, you're happy, but if you're also happy if you're up because already you didn't win, but you're 26 years old and you just went toe to toe with the mayor of Evanston, which is like 90% of this district. It seems like very good first campaign. Back to the Senate race, it is clear. It's starting to look very clear that it's going to be Juliana Stratton. We had that drop from Cook. The drop from Cook really benefited her. Again, it's 80% in countywide. It's 80% in. And whoa, actually, we got as we were talking, we got a big batch of vote in from Cook. Stratton continues to do well in Cook County, and that is contributing to her pretty solid lead right now. And we still got about 70. We still got a ton of votes to count in Cook County. So, I mean, this race is far from over. But if you're Juliana Stratton, I'm pretty happy with this result right now. So right now we're waiting on more, and we're getting more and more results. It seems like it is still Cook. I think it is Cook. It keeps on dropping votes. No, it was not Cook this time. But more and more votes are starting to come in. Woodford County just came in. It only dropped 2 votes. Okay, at this point, why would you do a vote drop when it's only going to be 2 votes? That's just like a waste of time at that point. It's just a freaking waste of time. Cook County is very good. Still got we're still getting votes, but that was not a Cook County vote. The drop. I don't know where these are coming from. Cook County has been coming in pretty decent rate. It's pretty hard to see a Roger path here, but The ninth, eighth, and seventh is still very messy right now. Well, about 9 minutes in, I'll be taking their break, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, we're back. We got a pretty decent chance to know who's going to win the Senate race. It's probably going to be Juliana Stratton. She has a very big lead here. She has like a pretty unsurmountable lead here. So I think Stratton is going to win this Senate race, but we'll wait and see. Let's go now to the ninth. Let's check in on the congressional districts. Nothing much has changed in the ninth. Cat Abu Gonzalez seems decently favored to win. This is favored in that race by a decent amount right now. Junaid Ahmed looks like he will lose to former 67% of the vote in. Bean leads 32 to 26. Again, if you say 6-7, the due to Brainrod 6-7, I'm gonna ban your chat. You from the chat. It's not funny. Don't want to even hear it. The page is still hardly in, so Ahmed looks like he could still make a comeback. And in the seventh, we had a concession speech from one of the candidates. The winner of that race is, I believe, yes, it is. It will be LaShawn Ford will be the winner in the seventh congressional district in Illinois. So we're down to three races, practically two, but they're pretty much close to being called anyway. So we'll just wait for a little bit longer. We got what, but we'll, I guess we'll wait a little bit longer. But I think we pretty much know where tonight's gonna go. So I think that's gonna be the end of this stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this stream, please give a thumbs up. There will be no more primary streams for the rest of the month. I'll be live for the Wisconsin Supreme Court race and in the Virginia referendum in April. But you will not see another primary election night from me until the first week of May. So I'll see you guys soon enough. Thank you guys so much for watching.